After unveiling a pretty solid online service at a superstar price point with an interesting way of incorporating their NES back catalog, I was very hopeful that Nintendo was only a few months away from announcing a fully fledged virtual console. Well, all of that hope has crashed and burned as Nintendo has, shockingly, officially canceled Virtual Console. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach of Switch Force, and this is a pretty sad video to make because we have talked about VC on Switch since the beginning, and I think no matter what side of the coin we fell on, deep down we always expected and hoped that Virtual Console would one day shine on Switch. It's the perfect platform for taking those classic games on the go, and while you will be able to do such a thing with the NES games via the online service, that's it. Nintendo spoke with Kotaku and said there are currently no plans to bring classic games together under the Virtual Console banner as has been done on other Nintendo systems. There are a variety of ways in which classic games from Nintendo and other publishers are made available on Nintendo Switch, such as through Nintendo Entertainment System and Nintendo Switch Online, which is that games library that starts with 20 titles, as we discussed last night in their online reveal, Nintendo eShop, or as packaged collections. Nintendo Entertainment System and Nintendo Switch Online will provide a fun new way to experience classic NES games that will be different from the Virtual Console service, thanks to enhancements such as added online play, voice chat via the Nintendo Switch Online app, and the various play modes of Nintendo Switch. So that's that, my friends. Virtual Console is a goner. In the past, they've had no comment, or they've said, hey, wait and see until we unveil the online service, or we'll have more to discuss at a later date. And now they're just straight up and telling Jason Schreier that there are currently no plans. So I guess there is a smidgen of hope that maybe they change plans, or maybe this is some real nefarious bait and switch, but I feel like it might be the time that we just take it at face value and say, yep, it's not a thing. They have abandoned and gone away from the Virtual Console structure, whether it's due to the success of the SNES Mini, the future and potential Game Boy Mini, the N64 Mini, whether it's due to the abundance of indie games and that they don't want to crowd the eShop, whether it's that they feel at some level it sabotages their current work, whether it's that they just want NES games to exist via this subscription service. I mean, you could kind of go glass half full and say maybe other companies, other publishers bring their catalogs, a la Sega Ages, and maybe Nintendo eventually does expand the online offering once they sort of get that up and running, and they will incorporate SNES or N64 games to that catalog. And at that point, like, now that's a pretty bright future because it's not called Virtual Console, and maybe it's a lower limited selection, but you're getting these games as part of this online plan, and they're all kind of out there for you, and it's more Netflix style, and you can play as many as you want, and that's very cool. But I guess that is sort of a picture perfect rainbow future, because as of right now we have zero indication that they are bringing other platforms to the subscription service, and they seem to be starting with a very limited selection of NES games, given the fact that they're modifying them to incorporate online, which is cool, but again is a very different take on the classic catalog than Virtual Console, which was offering the games as they were and, abundantly. So yes, there is the potential that they still bring your favorite Nintendo nostalgia to the Switch platform individually, separately, under the online umbrella. I don't know if at this point that's just wishful, foolish thinking, or if that is a worthwhile idea in theory to consider, but the facts are that Virtual Console is gone and it's not coming back. So let me know how you feel about that. What's your take? Do you think this really hurts and damages the Switch? Does it frustrate or upset you? Or the fact that they are giving you the NES expanding catalog via the subscription service, and the fact that they have filled the eShop with a plethora of super successful and really fun indie games, and we're getting other publishers like Sega bringing their own titles in their own way. Is that enough for you? Does it feel fine? And Nintendo's commitment to delivering full-on new titles at a very frequent pace, and hopefully bringing on more third parties at E3, is this really okay? Or are you just devastated? I've seen some people say it ruined their week. I don't know if we want to go that far, but it is interesting. And I guess kudos to Nintendo for giving us sort of an official word on this so we weren't left to wonder as we walk towards E3. Give me your take in the comments down below already. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch, the online service, and not virtual console. Follow us on Twitter and Discord, links in the description below. And until next time, everybody, I love you. Have a fantastic day. Switch Force out.